supermodels in the 80s and was married to one of the most iconic rock stars of our generation. So she's now bearing all about the highs and lows of her marriage and life in her new book, No Filter. Please welcome Paulina Porizkova.
You, lady in red.
Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah, we're.
I know you feel festive in red, and you know it being the holiday. So what I want to know is because you were born in Czechoslovakia. Mm-hmm. So what was Christmas like over there?
Oh, you know what? It's actually much different. There's like an Eastern European thing going. First of all, we have Mikuláš, which is what we call our children the father of Saint Nicholas.
Oh, okay.
Of Santa Claus.
Okay.
Which kind of is true. But he arrives on the 6th, dressed as a bishop, and he's very sort of serious, and he comes with the devil. It's the good and the bad.
Wow!
Yes, children are terrified.
That's what I was gonna say. You scaring the kids.
Well, into being nice.
Okay.
You know?
Okay, so that's what it is.
It's got a good point. And Mikuláš brings you. He comes at night, and you have to sort of recite a poem or sing a song or something, and then you get a banana and a pack of peanuts.
For all of that.
Communist country, guys. We thought that was amazing. Our one banana a year.
In the communist country, the happy holiday.
Yeah, exactly.
Girl, now you have 2 children. You got 2, Jonathan and Oliver. Yeah. Are there any traditions that you keep with the boys?
Well, you know.
Well, they're grown now.
Oh my God, look at them. They look so big.
They're handsome. Yeah. Look. So what do you do? Is there anything that you keep going with them?
Well, you know what? I grew up, so I was born in the Czech Republic. Well, no, it's not Czech Republic. But yeah. I lived in 4 different countries. So I've lived in the Czech Republic, in Sweden, in France, and then here. So I've taken the traditions of every country and just mashed them together. And we start on December 1st with the Advent calendar and the candles like in Scandinavia. And then we go to Santa Lucia, which is Scandinavian. You know, it's a little girl with a crown of lights singing Christmas carols and spilling coffee on her parents. That's unintentional, mostly. And then we have, you know, fish soup and fish for Christmas Eve and exchange 1 present each. And then we go to American Christmas with, like, Christmas Story on all day and waking up and having presents under the tree. So we just do Christmas like it's international Christmas.
So they're getting it all.
Yeah.
I love this. I am looking at you, and you're so beautiful. Like I remember your name was everywhere because you were one of the most famous supermodels of all time. And like, just, girl.
Okay.
Like, you didn't even want to be a model.
Yeah, that's also not me, Sherri, sorry.
Who was that?
That's a girl named Eva Voorhis.
What? Eva Voorhis?
Yeah.
Were y'all friends? We got the wrong picture. If you find a picture of Paulina, if you could put... Paulina, I'm about to lose my damn job. You gonna wake up tomorrow, and I swear to God, Jennifer Hudson gonna have 2 shows.
Believe it or not, there actually are pictures of me.
I know, you were a supermodel. There's a ton of pictures of you. We will find one, we're gonna stick it up. Even when you went down, if I was a white woman, I'd be red as this dress. Look!
That's me.
There we go. Woo, woo, woo. Girl. You know what, Paulina, for that, you gonna get to host this show one day. This is, I owe you one. Okay.
Fantastic.
Gorgeously beautiful, right here.
Thanks.
Gorgeously beautiful.
Sherri, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. But the woman that's sitting in front of you is actually a much cooler woman. It's true.
Okay, first, you had me panicking for a minute because I was like, if you tell me, bitch, that ain't me either. I'm just... I'm gone. I know you. But here's the thing. You were beautiful there, and in this evolution of us as we get older. My girlfriend Bevy Smith always says it gets better, it gets greater later, it gets better later. And you have evolved into this woman that we see now, full of life, full of joy. And that's why I love you wrote the book, No Filter, the good, the bad, and the beautiful. And it's this.
Thank you.
And what I love about this book is because it's a series of essays, and you wanted it to connect with women. How so?
Well, you know, I felt, well, first of all, when I wrote this book, that was completely, in a way, accidental, because it was Maria Shriver who contacted me and said, hey, I follow you on Instagram, and I really love what you do. Yeah. Would you write me a book kind of the way you write Instagram? And I thought, well, yeah, because I'm already doing it for free. Okay. And it would allow me to go more in depth in trying to communicate what I try to communicate to, you know, to women my age, which is, yes, you reach a certain age. I don't know if you feel this way too, but like somewhere in the mid-40s, right, where you start becoming invisible.
Yeah, we talked about that a lot.
And it's not just about men. It's not just that, you know, men are no longer whistling at you or, you know, making passes at you, but it's like you sit at a bar and there are drinks being passed over your head and you're like...
Yeah, you want to be seen. What? Absolutely.
Well, in my case, I feel like I've been seen my whole life. You know, my whole life was about visibility. I actually much prefer being heard.
That is it.
Thank you.
That is it. One of the things I'm also very curious about is because you were married to one of the greatest icons, Rick Ocasic, who was the lead singer of the Cars. You guys were married. So you took care of him before he died. You were his caretaker, all the while you were going through a divorce while you were taking care of Rick. But he didn't leave you in the will.
Yeah,
that right there to me is you know, it's a shame. How devastated were you?
It's a betrayal of everything that I believed that he was, everything that I believed that we were to each other, best friends, family. I still have a little bit of a hard time talking about it sometimes. You know, it was so awful at the time because also, you know, I spent 35 years with him. I mean, he was my whole life. And then I found him when I was bringing him his cup of coffee in the morning. And so then going from just the incredible shock of losing the person that was probably the most significant person in my life to, I don't want to leave my wife anything because she abandoned me.
Which was... you didn't.
Well, yeah, also it was a lie. I mean, he lied. So it's been 3 years now, Sherri, and it's, I think I've gotten over the betrayal part.
Right.
I still feel like I'm grieving. I still miss him.
Absolutely, 35 years being with someone.
But the thing that's really helped me, actually, in writing this book, there's a chapter called Falling in Love. Yeah. And it was the hardest chapter for me to write, the essay, because I was still so full of anger and betrayal and all these hard feelings when I was writing the book. And then I thought, no, I have to go back to the beginning of like where it started. And as I started writing that, I thought it all came back to me, how much I loved him and how many great years we had together. And so I'm focusing on the gratitude of the beautiful life and the love that we had.
I think that's such a healing moment, or trying to heal, when you can focus on that and a little bit of forgiveness. And you have 2 beautiful sons.
Yeah, you went through some crap yourself.
Oh, girl, yeah, we gotta go out for a drink, you know. We do, because I love your strength, Paulina. I love the book and how you've evolved, because you post in your strength. It takes a lot of strength to post unfiltered photos on social media. And in doing this, you became a pro-aging advocate.
Yeah, an accidental.
You feel...
That's what I look like before the glam team gets a hold of me.
I mean, hell, what do we all look like before a glam team gets with us? I look like I done been out of prison 7 times before the glam team gets to me. But I love the fact that you say women should celebrate aging. Why do you feel like that?
Oh, because we get better. We get smarter.
Yes, we do.
Hold on.
We do.
Oh, I like to sort of liken this to, like, when you're born, you're like a little ball of dough that has no seasoning, right?
Yeah.
And as you grow, you venture into the world, you acquire seasoning. You find the spices, you take them, you incorporate them. By the time you're middle-aged, you are a freaking amazing chef.
That's right. You better speak, Paulina. I think, and not even being forward, you know, what you went through, your heartache with Rick, and everything that you've been through makes you into the wonderful, evolved woman, strong woman that you are. You've been through a lot of, I'm sorry, you've been through a lot of stuff, and you have, I know, you've come out victorious and strong. I mean, I wouldn't have had a talk show 20 years ago because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. It took me being 55 to know what I'm doing to have it right now. Like, don't sleep on us, is what I'm saying.
I think we are the most powerful that we've ever been, and maybe that's a little part of why the world would like to dismiss us. Because we come into our full power. And that's where I stand, and so it's really important for us, 55, 57, all of you out there, to not take it. Like, we're not okay with invisibility. I'm not gonna crawl in a corner and knit for the rest of my life. Even I can do it in segments, right? Like small, but we have to claim our power and not the invisibility.
Girl, you better stop. Paulina, aside from my snafu, I want to thank you so much for being here and the empowerment and the inspiration you brought. I'm so thankful you said yes. Please come back.
I'm happy to.
Paulina's book, No Filter, is out now.